around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey! Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey! Mag-Room, Mag-Room, the Mag-Room, the Mag-Room.
Are you drinking a beer? Are you drinking
It's actually a non-alcoholic beer.
You pulled it away fast and looked like you were drinking an old Milwaukee.
It's this beer. It's called Owls.
Can you lift it up? Oh, that's pretty. All right, I want to make fun of you because it's not alcoholic beer, but I like the label and I like the name.
It's really tasty.
It's as cool of a non-alcoholic beer as I've ever seen.
It was made by a guy named Al.
Oh, is that where it got the name?
Who thought non-alcoholic beers sucked, so he wanted to make one that actually tastes like beer.
So he just put a bunch of alcohol in it.
What else you got going on? Any new? I didn't ask you last week. I don't think any new gratitude stuff. So I do the gratitude one at practice. At the end of our practice, I'm always like, all right, what's everybody grateful for? And the kids seem to like it, but they always say like the same thing every day.
You, Mr. Sisk.
No, they never say that.
Your wisdom.
I keep waiting for somebody to say that, but...
Want me to say it? Yesterday I said, I am thankful for Jared.
Nice.
And people with airboats, gun safes, and tequila companies. I had a good... I made good money on...
What's an airboat?
A boat that travels upon the water, like it kind of like hovers over the water.
How does it do that?
Friction and airflow, and it's got a big fan on it. They don't really. I don't think they actually hover. They're in the water, but they're like it's got a big fan, and it's for so.
So it's not really an airboat.
It's a boat that is not. There's no thing under the water propelling it. You're just being propelled by a fan, basically. So that's.
I see. Is that better than another way than the other boat?
If you're driving through something the engine, if the propellers are going to get stuck, if you're going through a swamp or something like that.
It was always in the Everglades, movies about the Everglades, they always had those boats.
Yep.
When they'd find some body eaten by the alligators and the thing had to go out and see, that's why they had those. I didn't realize that. That's a good call. Airboat.
So I'm thankful for airboats, and some guy was sending propellers, and he needed them there quick, and some guy was sending the gun safe, something having to do with a gun safe, and he needed it there quick. And these two people that I know started a tequila company, and they were sending samples of their tequila to some place in Colorado to have tastings, and they needed it there tomorrow.
Any good?
I have yet to try it. He said he's going to bring me a bottle one of these days.
Where do they make it?
Mexico. He's from Mexico.
What do you have to do to start a tequila company? Sounds like it would be really hard. Like, how do you make tequila?
For it to be called tequila, you have to move
Has
to
to
Mexico.
be in Mexico.
So if you wanted to move to Mexico, you'd have to learn how to speak a little Spanish.
Hola.
There you go. Yep, got you in the door. Now, the Mexican government is very famously, I believe, corrupt. So you'll, as a white man from Connecticut, moving to Mexico simply to start a tequila company because he thinks it's cool.
Some pesos?
You're going to have to grease the palms of some Mexican government. Yeah.
Sure.
What did you bring?
Oh, you want some stories? I have no theme this week. I couldn't put them all together in a theme.
Thank God.
Maybe it's the theme is they
no theme.
Don't go together. All right, first one. It's about a wedding. You been to a wedding, Mark, ever?
I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. Since you're drinking a non-alcoholic beer, I'm gonna drink. Someone gave me these. Hold on one second. Just thought of something.
Okay.
Okay. Quick promotion here. If you want to send me any of these things, Ruth gave me this.
Wow.
Swanson Vineyards Rosé California Reserve Series. It looks like a sports drink to me, but it's actually a little
You guys really are dating, huh?
A little bottle of wine. A little... it looks like a Bud Light bottle that you would get at a ball game. All right, go on. I think you were about to make a me being divorced joke because you haven't made enough of them.
Wow. No,
Right?
I just asked if you ever been to a wedding.
Yeah, but you had that smirk on your face like you do right now. Yes, I've been to many weddings.
Are any of them ever gone, like, wrong?
The wedding itself?
Yeah, during the wedding, not after. I'm not bringing up your thing. You brought it up. I didn't.
I'm trying to think.
Do you not want to talk about it?
No, I'm trying to think if I've ever been at a wedding. I just know that you like to take digs at me for that reason. I just assumed that's where it was going.
No. I'm not doing that anymore.
But I've never been at a wedding, but my friend Ryan gave a terrible speech at a wedding, and I got to see it on a video, so that was kind of fun.
Same. I had the same. My friend.
I have. Go ahead.
Dave, his friend Jeff, was the best man. I wasn't there, but I guess he just told like embarrassing stories about Dave, like him being too drunk and pissing on himself, and it's just like his whole family is there at the wedding.
Yeah, have you been a best man?
My brother.
Did you give a speech?
Yeah, it was in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Me and my sister were the only ones there from our family, so I could have said anything, I guess, at that point. But
you know what's funny is yours was in the Philippines. I've been a best man twice, and both of mine were in different countries too. So we've both been best men, but none of us have given a speech. I gave one in Greece, and right in the middle of my speech, my friend's mom had just made me cry. As I was walking onto the stage to give the speech, she pulls me aside. As I'm walking on to give the speech, pulls me aside and says, and her husband had died like maybe 4 years earlier, and he was like my second father, and she said something along the lines of, I wish Bob was here to see this. As I'm walking on stage to give so I'm crying. I started out crying.
Did you say anything about it?
I said, "F you, Mrs. Spies." I'm gonna start the speech by
just
saying
kind of like
tell them why I was crying.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, I just went into my speech, and it was not easy to give a speech when you start out in tears in your eyes, and then
because it was just like about you and him like liking Smarties or something like that, or everybody's like, why is Mark crying so much?
He must really like his own writing. What a arrogant piece of shit he is.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me! I cry at my own words.
Yeah. All right. Well, so this wedding, this is an article from the Washington Post. Michael Gardner wanted to start his nephew's wedding with a bang. His plan involved shooting a blank from a revolver into the air to signal to the roughly 200 people gathered on Saturday that the outdoor ceremony, which he was officiating, was about to begin. But when Gardner cocked back the hammer of the gun, it slipped, and the homemade blank that he had used, which was closed off with glue, fired from the revolver. Turned into one of unexpected panic. The wedding officiant accidentally shot his 12-year-old grandson in the shoulder.
Jesus Christ.
Despite the shooting, Gardner finished officiating the wedding.
We're not letting that stop us.
He regretted using a homemade blank. Common sense would tell you that you don't carry a gun around with a blank in it, but the gun was part of the wedding. It was going to be used to summon the bride. So the boy had to be taken to some children's hospital. It said he could go to jail. After Gardner's grandson walked the flower girl down the aisle, the 12-year-old took his place by his grandfather. That's when Gardner pulled out the revolver. When Gardner realized he accidentally shot the boy in his shoulder, guests jumped up immediately to assist, including Gardner's brother-in-law, who's a paramedic. The boy initially wanted to stay, saying, "No, Pop, I'm okay."
I'm fine.
As the boy was being treated, Gardner somehow went back to officiating the wedding with the bride seemingly unaware of what had happened.
Sounds like a fun wedding.
All right. Well, that would be a tough wedding if you were given a. So you haven't done that. That's good.
12-year-old got shot at a wedding. Yeah, that's a good one.
And then the guy finished it. Maybe this will be the theme of this week. It'll be guns. All right, the second one, Sisk story. There's this thing that I found out about called Fat Bear Week. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
I had not either. It celebrates the resilience, adaptability, and strength of Katmai's brown bears. Bears are matched against each other in tournament-style competition, and online visitors can vote on which bear is ultimately crowned the Fat Bear Week champion.
They're what did you say? Pitted against each other, like pictures of them, or do they have to actually fight each other?
Here, I'll share it with you. Maybe we can vote. This is 32 chunk. Oh, is that like before and after? Oh, Jesus. Skinny, fat.
Oh, he's
skinny,
cute.
fat. Skinny. Imagine you had a picture like that.
Is he
college Mark? Now Mark.
Do
college?
they actually? It probably might be the opposite.
Oh,
wait,
wait.
pretty fat.
College Mark?
Yeah.
Now Mark.
Do they do this because they're about to go into hibernation? Is that why they're extremely
I think
fat?
so. They eat a lot of stuff right before. Some of them don't have names, though. It seems like cheating. Like, obviously, 32 chunk, 128 grazer, and then there's like, oh, here's 151 walker. That's not a cool name. Oh, but he's really fat too. And then there's just 164. Like they just ran out of names.
Yeah. Maybe.
And then this one's 284. Bear 284. 402. Like, couldn't they give them names? 428.
Well, so you have to come up with the 428, 435, 490, 747, 901. You have to come up with 901.
This is 806 Junior.
Yeah, that was lazy. Junior.
What is that? He's the kid of 806. Oh, it's great.
You know, Harvard Health Publishing says that the weight stigma, like shaming people for being fat, is just as
32
just as harmful as obesity itself is. Do you think
what?
I said, did you know that the Harvard Health Publishing, they say that weight stigma, like shaming people for being fat, can be just as harmful as obesity itself?
My wife doesn't buy that, but...
Oh, so you guys are okay with shaming fat people?
That's not what I meant.
Well, it just seems like it.
I meant that the obesity
you're laughing
is
at these
fat
worse. Bears right now.
Yeah, maybe you think they're not going to get fat next year and they'll just die because they won't have eaten it?
People can't change the color of their skin, but there's this perception that people can diet their way out of obesity. That if somebody has a larger body, it's 100% their fault, says Janet Tomiyama, a professor of health and social psychology at the University of California, Los Angeles. 42% of U.S. bears say that they have faced some form of weight stigma, such as being teased about their weight or treated unfairly because of it.
But if that wasn't true, why there wouldn't be anything as such as fat bear? If people just hibernated and didn't eat all winter, they'd get to become skinny bears in the spring.
This is a unique thing about weight stigma, Jared. The bears who are closest to you and should be the sources of social support are often the ones who are the most stigmatizing. Well, and like you said, Michelle doesn't agree with this, right? And she's a nutritionist.
She thinks people should be healthy. You just can't be like, you can eat whatever you want and just be happy. You should be healthy. And if you stay big and you're healthy, that's fine. But
yeah, but what if it requires my biology requires that I get fat so that I can live through the winter in my...
Bears, no, they should die then. Dear Mooga. This is from Horizon Lustre. Dear Mooga, I'm a 23-year-old female living with my parents and sisters. There's a shop that sells nuts for a very good price. I love nuts, so I order their raw nuts very frequently. Dad usually receives the order when the driver arrives, but when he's not around, I receive it. Last week, the driver came and Dad was out running, so I went downstairs to pick the order. The driver called my number. He has it since I placed the order. After exchanging the goods with money, he introduced himself and told me, "Whatever you need, let me know. You have my number." I politely thanked him. He was an old man, so I didn't really think much of the behavior. He kept telling me the sentence,
"Whatever you need, you have my number. Give me a call, let me know."
And I smiled and nodded my head. Later that night, he sent me WhatsApp messages saying,
"This is my number. If you need anything from the nut shop, contact me."
I thanked him again, and he kept sending the same message in different ways. The next morning, he sent me a good morning quote image thing, and I wished him a good day. He told me there are offers in essential oils. I asked him if there are discounts or others on nuts. He told me no.
Don't engage.
And then he asked me what nuts do I need.
Great. This is the whole time this was ending towards a joke about nuts.
Yesterday he texted me and told me there's a 30% discount in nuts. I wasn't planning on buying until next week. He told me it's a one-day offer, so I placed an order and expected to come this evening. Unfortunately, Dad isn't going to be around.
What the fuck do these people live that ordering nuts online is such a big concern? I don't understand where this story came from.
Don't worry about the money.
How often have you ever once ordered nuts delivered to your house by a guy who specifically is employed to deliver well-priced nuts? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Go on.
He keeps telling me,
don't worry about the money. Anything for you, you are precious and valuable.
My God, I hate this so much. I don't understand why he's doing this to me. I was properly dressed when I came downstairs, and I act in any way with this type of behavior. So I feel trapped. This guy scares me. I just want it to all go away. What do I do?
Well, you should have not engaged him in the first place.
I'm just envisioning someone getting nut deliveries from the nut shop. There's so many solutions to this. Just go to the store and buy the stupid nuts.
One nut that I love that I never buy, basically because they're crazy expensive. I love a good macadamia nut. I love a little pack. What are this guy's nuts? What are these guys' macadamia nut policies?
50% off the store.
Oh man, this is so tempting. So probably about $6 for a little bag, right?
Yeah.
I guess I just have to get a new phone. Yeah, all right, I'll do it. So, long story short, you gave the nut delivery man, where the f*** does he say, like, what do you do for, I'm retired, but I deliver nuts. Just like a couple of days a week, I work this nut delivery job. I work for a place it's a nut shop, and they sell nuts at really good prices, but they do delivery. You know how you order pizzas and Chinese food? We do nuts. Have you ever wanted just a bunch of nuts delivered to your house for a big game?
You having a party and you need some different nuts? There is an update here. It said, I ended up receiving the order but kept my mom on the phone with me. Fortunately, nothing major happened when I came downstairs. He gave me very predatory vibes, but I didn't stay long at all. I grabbed the bag and sprinted upstairs. So, it turns out there wasn't any discount and that he lied to me. He modified the order so I'd pay less but receive less items. My mom called his number and chewed him out. Then she called the store and chewed them up. I showed the text messages to the store. Mom called the store a second time and they blamed me and said that he's just a driver and I should order from them directly. After explaining the situation, we told them we want to return the order. They said, okay, we'll send him back to pick it up.
Wait, why do you want to return the... Are you just a pain in the ass? I bet maybe this isn't even... Maybe she's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I'm just... by the end of it, when I started reading it, I thought it was totally going somewhere else. And it was totally, really just about an order of nuts to her house.
I mean, I would say, to some degree... He deserves a little commendation for apparently never making a testicles joke.
Sure.
He went all that time and he was just talking about
like
nuts
to say,
the whole time.
I expected at one point he was going to say, do you want to see my nuts? Or I have extra, like these other nuts that I can give you a special for free? Is there a shop that just sells nuts, though? I've never even seen that.
That's what I'm saying. Apparently there's enough in this town that she, like, compares prices and...
I should just respond and ask all those questions. Like, where is this nut shop? I've never even heard of a nut shop before.
Let alone one that delivers.
Yeah. And a guy who doesn't make any inappropriate nut jokes?
I'm a driver for a nut shop. I have to use the word nuts all the time. Just accept it for what it is.
You asked me to bring you nuts.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show you some other nuts that might be really delicious.
Do I look dainty sipping my wine?
Is that wine?
How come you don't listen to me the whole time we talk on this thing?
It looks like an energy drink. That's what Ruth gave you. I
gotta
heard
be
you.
I was gonna say, you just said it looks like an energy drink. That's what I said to describe it earlier. Were you listening to me or were you not listening to me? What the
I heard you say Ruth gave it to you. I kind of host the show and I have to say things. I'm like reading the stuff I'm telling you. I'm trying to do both things at once. It's not smart, but that's why. It's not like I'm just off in La La Land. I'm like reading what our show is about.
You know I'm going to delete this whole part of you explaining why you missed it. I know why you missed it. It's just funny to say something about it.
Yes. It does. It looks like an energy drink. I can't believe you didn't come up with that joke before. Is it any good?
Yeah. She told me it's wicked. She said it's really good. Just like you're loving.
And then the nut delivery guy came by and started talking to you about...
Text me pictures of his balls.
Yeah, I don't think I would drink a wine out of a thing like that.
Would have been cooler if you said this 26 minutes ago when I brought
Everybody
the thing
at
out.
home, it's a silver cylinder.
Yeah, remember what I told you guys earlier about it being like a beer that you buy at a baseball game? You know, those like tin...
It does look like a beer you'd buy at a baseball game.
Yeah, like I said, if you listen back at about the 40-minute mark, you'll hear me make that joke.
Like one of those Bud Light ones that are like the long cylinders.
Were we talking? Did you say there was something that happened about a bear this week? I can't remember. You said something and then there was a bear. I heard bear.
The best is going to be when you re-listen to the first part when you said about the wine. I'm probably going to be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm going to respond.
I can't wait.
I'm going to totally respond with something like I was listening.
But real generic. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, great. That's right, pal.
That is a drink.
Yep, the old energy drink. Gotta have some energy.
How about we move on to something I want to say that you won't listen to?
That's funny.
It only took us to episode 91.
So if you're looking to sponsor us, Swanson Vineyards, that's what I was saying before. I wanted Swanson Vineyards to be a sponsor.
Yeah, that would be a great idea. Can't believe you didn't bring that up before.
Oh boy. They're excited to bring me Swanson Vineyards premium wines in a smaller, more convenient 2.5 serving size. Discover our beautiful container and enjoy. Oh, yeah, that's what my friend Jared was making fun of the container.
Yeah, I don't think they should sell the container.
Discover our beautiful container that looks like something you buy at a ball game, and enjoy our delicious wines in adventurous and playful places. So I guess you're supposed to when you drink this wine. Luscious
You
temptation.
think Ruth was trying to give you a little message?
She's like, yeah, I don't know if you want to read the back of the bottle or not, but it just gives a little rundown of what the wine's supposed to be.
Yeah. Maybe we could go somewhere. It really travels really well.
Adventurous
We could bring it
places,
up.
Ruth? You were like you're like 84 years old. What kind of adventures are we talking about here?
We could take it on a hike.
Luscious temptation might taste just like this fresh, slightly sweet, and spirited rosé. Strawberry, melon.
Luscious temptation? Is that what it said?
Yeah. Oh man, she
Wow.
is trying to me, isn't she? Strawberry, I love strawberries. Melon, love melons. And cherries, my favorite fruit. And cherry notes are followed by a palette of honeysuckle, wildflower, and jasmine. Perfect for outdoor sipping and eating 84-year-old.
Wow.
I guess if I had a daughter and I thought the nut guy, if I don't have kids.
If Emma was like ordering nuts online,
And she
like,
thought
she's
she
allergic
was
to
getting a
nuts.
creepy. Well, right. We'll take the bad genetics
Sure.
out of it.
So she's not. She's ordering nuts and thought there was a creepy nuts
And then
guy.
she told you, like, this guy keeps
I don't think she
texting
told
me.
her dad.
She asked me before she asked her own father.
Yeah. Yep.
Jesus, girl, get your priorities
Yeah, I think
straight.
Emma would just tell me.
Well, and then if she did tell you, wouldn't you be like, all right, well, we'll do the thing. We'll get our nuts the like everybody else in town gets their nuts, you know?
No, I'd want to see. I'd trust her, but I'd be like, all right, let's order. I'd go down, and if the guy's like, hey, tell me if you need some nuts. Tell me, give me a call at any time.
Well, no, wait, I want you to talk to me. Just talk to me, not my daughter. I want to hear what your voice sounds like when you talk to other people.
That's what I mean. Maybe
No. You're the guy. You're the guy. I just talk to me. Don't talk to my daughter. Talk to me. I just want to hear your voice when you talk to me.
Just
okay?
Let me know if you want to buy some nuts.
Okay.
Just tell me
I'm
at
telling
any
you.
time.
I'm telling you. Macadamia nuts. I love macadamia nuts. I love macadamia nuts.
Okay,
Like,
just
and
give me a
I'll
call. Get
pay
you
any price.
I can't get you a discount, but
Okay. What
your
if
daughter, I was gonna give a discount, but I can't give you.
What
a
if we exchanged, like I own the sausage store in town? What if I were to give you some sausages for you?
Do you deliver sausages or
I
only
can deliver
nuts?
sausages any time of day. I'll give you my phone number. We can text
That
each other all
seems
day long.
amazing. We'll just give each other nuts or sausages whenever we want.
I'm gonna bring my sausage so close to your mouth, dude.
Now you just gotta go too far. The end of Beautiful Mind, huh? That movie probably doesn't hold up, huh?
What movie?
Beautiful Mind, not Beautiful Mind. That's the one with the
Russell
math
Crowe,
guy.
right?
What's the one with Kevin Spacey?
Beautiful Girls,
American Beauty.
Oh, that's a great
I bet
movie.
that doesn't hold up. Well, one, he's just hitting on the daughter all
Well,
the
that was
time.
never cool. It's not like he was
And
back
the
in,
guy
like,
was like,
they weren't
his neighbor
celebrating
who's
it.
like-
They weren't.
who's
God
like
damn it! I
in-
want you to listen to me. They weren't celebrating it in the movie. They were showing it's a bad thing. It's okay to watch bad things. It's okay to see that life exists.
But the neighbor who's like gay in the closet
yeah,
is
so
like the bad guy.
that's another. But that's a thing that existed, or maybe it still exists. Who knows?
Yeah,
But
probably.
yes, it was. Yes, the whole thing was bad. And the movie's called American Beauty, and
The
it
movie
ends
should
with
not
everybody.
have won Best Picture.
What was that? What else came out that year?
Nominees were American Beauty,
Okay,
The Cider House Rules,
that was good, but I think American Beauty's better.
The Green Mile,
American Beauty's better.
The Insider,
Didn't see that
and The Sixth Sense.
movie. Ooh. Wait. American Beauty beat out Sixth Sense?
Yeah,
Was that what's his name's first movie?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, was that his first?
Yeah.
Really? I'm surprised he didn't win that.
Trying to see if any other movies on here are ones that jump out at me. Fight Club was also that year.
Ooh, I don't know if it deserves to be an Oscar, but I love
How about
that.
The Matrix?
I never got into it. I saw it, but it wasn't one of my big.
All right.
Were you a Matrix guy?
I really liked the first one. I thought the other ones weren't great, but
I should rewatch it.
how about Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me?
That didn't win. The sequel didn't win Best Picture. Are you kidding me?
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Told me one of those two movies, that or Sixth Sense won, I would have guessed Sixth Sense.
Yeah, it should have won. It was a great movie. I never guessed it. I should have guessed it. I never guessed it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Did you
Well,
guess
that
it before you saw it?
No. No, that one and Unbreakable are both really good, and then all the other ones are meh.
Yeah, he's made a lot of movies. I haven't seen many of them after that. They did a sequel to Unbreakable. Yeah, it was called Breakable. Everybody was playing.
I can't believe how hard I laughed.
Yeah, it was just-
Inbreakable.
it was such-
What's the difference between Inbreakable, Unbreakable, and Breakable?
All right, we should wrap it up.
All right.
Produced by M. Night Shyamalan. Theme song by Mega Yellox. Email Mooga and Cisco at gmail.com. Or send a letter. We haven't gotten many letters lately. Put your phone down this week. What else do we do? Don't kill your wife.
Don't kill your wife. Don't join a cult that's going to ask you to cut your testicles off.
Now don't get nuts delivered to your house.
Don't order. Well, no, you can, but if the guy ends up trying to bang your 18-year-old daughter,
23 in this
go
case.
across town. 23. Okay. Oh, yeah. We weren't going to American Beauty. We were going, what's another movie where an old person sleeps with a young person?
Pretty much every movie.
Every other
before,
movie
like,
that's ever existed. Unbreakable, let's say.
Sure.
When Bruce Willis was trying to have sex with Samuel L. Jackson, but he was underage.
Interesting.
Am I remembering the movie incorrectly?
Yes, you are. And if your town doesn't deliver nuts,
you can always. That's the tie-in. Are you kidding
to
me?
get happiness, you can always stick with the. I don't know. I could think.
I
of
know.
anything.
I'm just kidding. Stick with the
Stick
mag
with the mag room, and everything else is cream cheese. Goodbye.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
That do you know you go good?